What does it mean to be American for me? For me, is having more advantages, more options, and freedom. Even though there's sometimes not a lot of freedom or advantages for a lot of people, but from my experience, I wouldn't be having the same advantages as being in Puerto Rico or anywhere else, in which we take disadvantage of, because America is not such a great place for equality or freedom, but it gives more options that you can find anywhere else in the world, in which being American for me is having advantage of opportunities that won't be able to get anywhere else.
Okay.
What does it mean to be American?
Well, for me, being American means being able to communicate, engage, interact with people, and understand their sense of humor, understand the nuances of their language. So, being American is not simply, for me, is not simply about having been born here, which I am, but I wasn't raised here, but being familiar with things by affinity.
You say you weren't born here, right? Where were you born?
I was born here.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah, I
were
was
born
born
here.
here,
You
but
weren't raised here.
yeah, so I was born in Florida.
You were born for it.
I was born in Florida, and when I was 2 years old, we moved to Turkey. So I grew up on the Mediterranean coast of Turkey. My father was an oceanographer, and I'm part Turkish and part British, but I have American citizenship.
What's the difference between America and Turkey? Like the freedom.
So a couple of things. Freedom, that's a really important thing, but it's also important to qualify that. So freedom of expression, okay? That's a really important thing. The freedom to be different and the freedom to be anyone you want to be and to be from anywhere, but also to be able to come together. That freedom is really important. That freedom is not always afforded back in Turkey, but also being able to be free to express political ideas. That's not always very open in Turkey. And I think there is something about how people are a lot more open to different people. I think that is one of the main major differences of America compared to other places.
Okay, that's it.
Okay.
Okay.
What does it mean to be American? Being American means to have multiple opportunities in United States. I personally don't consider myself American. I came from Ukraine, but one of the main opportunities I have in United States is better education, which gonna help me build my career. Today I will be interviewing Erica, and the first question will be, what does it mean to be American?
So for me, being an American just means having opportunity. In this country, there are so many opportunities due to the First Amendment, the Ninth Amendment, and obviously just based on the history that we have had since the creation of the United States. So in the 21st century, the opportunities that we currently have are being able to choose how we want to live throughout our childhoods, um, what we want to pursue in college, what college we want to go to, and ultimately choose a career that we want and choose how we want to spend our time off. And this country also gives us that financial support and just general support from our neighbors, from our friends, um, in order to pursue these dreams, pursue these careers, pursue these never ending opportunities for education in order to make the perfect life.
Uh, okay, and in America there is so many cultures, and what are some of the benefits to have so many cultures in United States?
So, me personally, I was born in a Ukrainian family, but I was born in America. So, I obviously inherited both the Ukrainian culture and the American culture. And it's just really interesting to me to see how people are very different based on their qualities, but we're not all that different in the end. We both, I mean, all cultures, not just the Ukrainian culture and the American culture, There's so many qualities, food, movies, music, that are seemingly so different just based on the language, but in the end, they're pretty much very similar. And we're so connected that we just have a country that connects the entire world.
Oh, okay, thank you.
First and foremost, being an American from a legal standpoint is being a citizen of the United States. Apart from that, being American is being a part of a diverse collective. Being an American can range anything from being a redneck driving a tractor to being an immigrant who escaped from a third world country in hopes for a better shot at life. Provided that America is well known for its democracy, being American means having the freedom of choice as well as the freedom of voice. In regards to the American dream, I think it is simply the opportunity to have unlimited opportunities, regardless of race, religion, color, or sexual orientation, and also to be able to feel like you belong despite your origins. In contrast, the American dream is sometimes misperceived as the good life with all the fast cars, large mansions, and loads of money. However, it is mostly portrayed in a negative manner.
Alright guys, what does it mean to be an American?
Freedom.
Animals have freedom.
Well,
We're
not
a lot
really.
better than other. Like, we aren't perfect, but we're like
Freedom.
a pretty good country. Like, we're better than a lot of countries, but we're not perfect. Like I said, because there's a lot of countries that like are.
So why do you think we're better than other countries?
Well, I'm not saying we're better than like some, because like there's like
Well, for one,
there's
we're
like some.
first class country, aren't we?
But
First
there's like undeveloped countries like that haven't really started civilization yet, or
that are in crisis.
Or
Yeah.
some like
we don't really
humans.
have that.
Some
but
humans like either choose to not evolve, like to like go with other humans who have evolved with technology, and then other humans have like just not been to the outside world. Like
that isn't really.
like some tribes are still living in forests hidden away, unknown.